In this GroovePages tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through step by step how to build your first funnel inside GrooveFunnels using GroovePages. This tutorial is perfect for beginners and people who have recently signed up to GroovePages and want to start building funnels. Here's what I'll be covering: how to set up and build your landing page, how to add your form and connect it to your email autoresponder to collect leads, how to build your thank you and delivery pages, how to add privacy policy and terms of service, and how to connect your funnel to a custom domain before publishing live. And just to introduce myself before we get into it, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Steve, and on this channel you will find the best tips, tricks and product reviews to help you build a successful business in 2020, including GrooveFunnels and GroovePages. Let's get started. Okay guys, so I've just logged into GrooveFunnels. So if you go over to the left here and go to click on GroovePages, and we can start building our funnel. So to build, and these are the funnels I've already built. So if we go up here and click on new site, you can start from scratch, or if you click on the templates icon here, you can pick from one of the templates, but we want to do this ourselves. So let's click on blank template. And we'll wait for that to load. Okay, so this is like our empty canvas area here. And as we can see, we've got several options on the left hand side. We've got blocks, which are the building blocks for our page. And then we've got elements, which are all the content and the interactive features, things like buttons and icons and things like that. And then we've got pages. So this pages menu here, this is the different pages through our funnel. So GroovePages being a funnel builder, being part of GrooveFunnels, every time you add a new page, you can link it to go somewhere else, or you can have it go to the next stage in your funnel. So let's go back to blocks. So in blocks, we've got designed blocks, which are kind of, like done for you elements. They're styled and they've got colors and things like that. And then you've also got wireframes, which is more of the shell, more of the skeletons, allowing you to customize it yourself. And there's all different types of blocks here. We've got things like alert bars, calls to actions, content, countdown timers, dividers, gallery, navigation bars, sign up forms, pretty much everything you would want to be able to build a funnel. And I think, this is going to be added to very soon. There's a big update to GroovePages come in, and so it's going to change or improve the way the interactive form builder works. So right now, to be able to kind of start with we've dragged this here, and then to interact with it, you simply click, and then you get the menu here on the right hand side where you can customize the style and how you want it to interact. It's worth noting I've got this expert mode checkmark checked. I think to default it won't be checked. It'll be like this. You get basic options here, but to fully customize things you need to click on expert mode, and you'll have the full range of features here. Okay, and another thing, just to kind of let you know how these blocks work, if you click on a block, the active block, meaning what this menu represents, is highlighted in green. So if I wanted to get the outside here, I would simply click on the container, and then as you can see, that's changed to green. So I know I'm editing the container, I'm not editing the text here. You can also click on it as well, but I find it's easier if you just look at the breadcrumbs menu here, and you can see the full hierarchy of where your element stands on the overall page. Okay, let's get rid of this, and then we'll start building. So just to let you know, this is kind of, I'll show you an example of what we're going to be building here now. So this is a basic opt-in funnel if you were going to or wanted to promote GrooveFunnels, but the principle applies for if you wanted to build it for your own business, or if you wanted to promote a specific product, or if you want to promote in a different niche. It's completely up to you. So basically what this is a landing page to collect and harvest people's email addresses to start building your list in your email autoresponder. So if you're going to promote GrooveFunnels here, people would come to this landing page, they'd enter in their email address, they click yes, give me lifetime access, and then this would then take them to the thank you delivery page, and you'd have whatever information you would need on there, how to sign up to GrooveFunnels, maybe a video, maybe some bonuses, etc. We've also got privacy and terms of service pages, which are links down here. These are important, especially if you're running ads on Facebook or running ads on Google. You need to have these privacy and terms of service pages. But yeah, very simple funnel, but easy to build, but very, very effective, because it does what it says on the tin. You want to collect emails to build your list so you can market to, and this does exactly that. This, you simply drag and drop elements onto the page, and as you can see, so if we go over here to blocks and we go to wireframes, and I want to first of all put in I was going to say navigation bar, then it's not really a navigation bar because I've got no links up here, but it's just simply got a GrooveFunnels logo. So if we use a navigation bar which has a logo in the center, that will work for us. So let's go down and take a look at navigation bars, and I want something that is just purely a logo in the center. So we'll drag and drop it here to the top of the page, and as we can see here, we've got our logo section. So normally when I build funnels, and I advise you to do this too, is to go to the mobile view here and build it from a mobile first perspective. This saves on problems later on. For example, if you design it on the big screen, you'll find it may not look very good on mobile. So by building it mobile first, you're ensuring it looks good both on mobile and on the big screen. But for the purposes of this demo, because I want you to be able to see clearly, I will build it on the big screen. So we've got our logo section here. So I want to change this logo to the GrooveFunnels logo, and I simply pulled this logo from the main GrooveFunnels page. I also pulled this image here and the copy. I think I changed it slightly, but yeah, I pulled pretty much all this information from the GrooveFunnels main page. So if we go over to here, and I want to change this logo. So let's click on the logo. And if we go to configure here on the right hand side, and it's given us an option to choose image. So I'm just going to click choose image here. And I've already got this logo uploaded from before, but if I click here, we can see this is my GrooveFunnels logo. You can change the dimensions and the aspect ratio here, but I'm already, I'm fine with it. So let's click on select. Now you can see that it hasn't actually updated, so this is one of the things that caught me out first time. To be able to action this, it's not good enough just to simply select it. You have to click update so that the page refreshes too. So if we click update here, and as we can see, it's updated with our GrooveFunnels logo. Here you can also add a link to it, wherever you want it to redirect to, but we don't want to do that on this page, purely because the sole reason to have this page is to collect the email address here. So we don't want to distract people from doing that. We don't want them to click away from this page. We want them to enter in their email address. So I would not put this as a link. I do have it as a link on this page, but I advise against doing that. Okay, so right now to me on this page, on a desktop view, the logo looks too small. It might look okay on mobile, and as you can see, it doesn't look very good at all. So we need to change the size of this image. So if we go down to size in, and we can see we've got various different options here. So currently the width is set to auto, so I want to change this so that it looks both good on desktop and on mobile. So I'm going to go ahead and select width relative to page. We can see at the moment is 0.25 rem. I want to increase that all the way up to, let's have it to 16. And REM is a unit of measurement used in responsive design, so that if you expand or make the screen smaller, your logo stays looking good. So as we can see here, it's still a bit small for me, but it does look good on mobile. So I want to set a minimum width here because I think 10 REM is too small. So let's go with 30. As we can see, yeah, it looks good here on desktop, and it also looks good on mobile. Okay, so we've got our logos section, which we use by dropping a navigation bar block onto our page. So let's click save for now. Get into the habit, guys, of clicking save regularly. GroovePages and GrooveFunnels is still currently in beta. There are some bugs which you may encounter, so get into the habit of saving regularly. Okay, so now we need to add in this section here, which is our opt-in form and also an image. So if we go down to blocks again and go to wireframes, and if we scroll down to sign up forms, because that's basically what this is, and you can choose any of these sign up forms, guys, it's completely up to you, or you can build it yourself from scratch. But as this is a really simple sign in form, I think some of these forms look very good already. But yeah, I mean, you can use any one of these sign up forms really, depending on which one you would like to use. You could also use something in the call to action section or even checkout forms. So I quite like this one here. So if we drag this one and drop it underneath our logo section, you can kind of see, yeah, how the page is going to take shape. So right here on the left, we've got our headline and our description, and we're going to add a form to this and then a button for people to subscribe, and then we're going to put an image here. So let's click on this image and let's upload. So we click on configure and then click choose image, the same as we did for the logo. And I've got this image here already downloaded from the main page. Again, click select and then click update. And as we can see, the image has gone in there and looks just fine on mobile, so that's good. So now let's change our headline. So I simply grabbed this copy from the main page and just changed it slightly. So if we go into here, we can then just simply paste our headline. Okay, so we need to change this a little bit because it doesn't look the best. I'm sure you'll agree. So if we go over here, I think the font needs to be smaller. So let's change the font first of all. So let's select our text and go with Montserrat. I think we should make it smaller, that's about right. And I don't really want this bold, so if we click on weight here, and then we can make it normal, light, let's go with light. Okay, yeah, let's go one step smaller with the text, 185, yeah, there we go. Okay, how does that look? Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, I like that. So now let's go grab our text from here, and then we'll sort out the layout in a second. Now we need a bit of margin. So let's replace this, select all, not all of that. And let's get rid of this and paste in our text. Let's change the font, let's go with Roberto, I like Roberto. And with weight, we'll just say normal. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that so far. So we need to change the size of this font, there we go. So that looks much better. So I think we need to put a little bit of space in between these. So if we click on our main content here, if you go down to spacing, and you can see here, so in GroovePages, you've got this outer box is the margin, and this inner box is the padding. So you can kind of alter this how you see fit. So like margin is the outside, and padding is the inside where the text is. So if you want to put space between this text and its container, use padding, whereas if you want to put space between the container and its parent, use margin. Okay, so think of it as like a box within a box. So what we want space between this box and what's below it, so we'll give it some bottom margin. It's already got a little bit, but if we increase it, there we go. Okay, we can see we've got a bit more space here. Okay, so that's looking pretty good so far. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our form in here that's linked to our email autoresponder, so that when someone lands on this page, they can enter in their email to be able to access GrooveFunnels. So they will then go to your thank you page or your delivery page. But what happens is their email address will then be collected by your autoresponder, and then you will start building up your list through these email contacts. Okay, so really easy to do, guys. GroovePages, GrooveFunnels already has a number of different integrations. There's plenty more coming. There's been integrations added every week. But if we go to elements here now and we'll scroll down, at the bottom you'll have a section for integrations, and you can see it already has ActiveCampaign, Aweber, GetResponse, GrooveFunnels, MailChimp, etc. So I'm using GetResponse at the moment, and I will for the purposes of this tutorial. So before we connect up our email autoresponder, we will do that later on in this tutorial. Let's just build the form first. So drag and drop GetResponse, and then place it wherever you want it here. So I'm going to put it below this text. And if you can see how we've got our form here. So let's get rid of this button because it's useless to us at the moment. There we go. Okay, and now we've got this basic form, but it doesn't look very good right now, so we need to do a bit of formatting to it. So let's get on with that. So let's take a look at what I built before. So as you can see, this looks a lot nicer. We've got placeholder text here, enter your email, really simple. And I've simply put yes, give me lifetime access, because that's what people want. They want lifetime access. They don't want to subscribe to anything. They don't want to submit. They simply want the lifetime access. So why not give it to them? And you can see the button is much larger and the email box is much larger. So let's get it. First of all, let's extend it, and then we'll change the color and the text. So if we click on the container, and as you can see, it's highlighted here in green. So this is the whole thing. I'm going to extend this way so that it fills this outer container. So if you go over to, and make sure the layout is on display. If we go to sizing, currently it's set width to auto. We want this to be responsive, right? So that it also looks good on mobile. So if we click on this and go relative to parent. So what relative to parent means is that you set this size relevant to its parent container, which is this blue one here. So you've got this container is inside this container. So we'll click on relative to parent, and that's gone way smaller, and that's because it's only 14%. So we want to increase this right out. There we go. As you can see, that looks much better. So I don't really like this email label here, so we can get rid of that. So inside here, I want to put a placeholder saying enter email address, and then we'll change the button, and then we'll hook the button up to autoresponder. So let's click on this, and then we'll go to configure, and we've got input name, input placeholder. So all we want to do is enter in our placeholder text here. So we'll just say enter email address, and then click update, and as you can see, it's gone there like that. Now I probably would click validation rules. What validation rules are is that someone might want to try and sign up with a fake email address, or just type in a lot of random numbers or letters, not a real email address. You want to be collecting real leads, real emails. So I would put add validation rules here, input type email, and then put input cannot be empty, because if you don't do this, somebody can just leave this blank and then click subscribe, and they'll be taken to your thank you page. You don't want to have people doing that unless they give you your email address, because otherwise you will not have the lead. Okay, so that's quite important. We don't need to mess with any of this right now, so let's click update, and that's done. So on this button here, we want to kind of change it so that it's more in keeping with the theme. So we want to change the color, and we want to change the text, and then we need to hook that up to GetResponse. So we click on this, and then we go to we'll do the button text first. So we'll just say yes, give me lifetime access. Okay, and we'll click update, and as we can see, that looks pretty decent already, but we want to change the background color, right? So let's go to background, and you can see color here. So if you go on here, you can manually choose colors, or you can enter in color code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a tool I use called Colorzilla, and it allows you, it's a Chrome plugin, and it allows you to pick a color from the page. So if we go over to here, this is what the color I want, the GrooveFunnels logo. Click, and it's copied to clipboard. So if we go down here, really useful tool, guys, Colorzilla. Copy paste. Make sure you tick this, okay, because otherwise it won't action And there we go, it's done. So click save. I probably haven't been saving anywhere near as much as I should have. Okay, content saved. Great. So our form is coming to life. You know, we've got the opt-in here, we've got our image, we've got our logo. All we need now is our footer. And if you're going to be running ads to this, which I recommend that you do, you need a privacy policy page and you need a terms of service page. So we'll go add those in, and then we'll also connect up our autoresponder, which for this tutorial we will use GetResponse. If you don't have an autoresponder or you want to use GetResponse, I will leave a link below for a 30-day free trial for GetResponse so that you're able to use it with GrooveFunnels, and it works really great with GrooveFunnels, guys, and GroovePages and GrooveSell. Okay, so let's add our footer. So if we go to blocks, go back to wireframes, and let's scroll down to footers. And as you can see, once again, you've got many different options here, but we want to keep this as simple as possible, guys. So there's no need to have anything really fancy here. No need at all. So let's go with this one here, and let's drag it below our body. Oh, and for some reason it has gone there in the middle, so I'm gonna click on it, and if we get rid of that, oh sorry, drag it down to here, there we go. So it almost looks like the top nav bar is on the bottom, and you want to change this to, so this logo here, you want to change this to whatever domain name you buy for this landing page, right? I mean, you can host it with GrooveFunnels' own hosting, but you know, it'll have a GrooveFunnels name, right? You really want to be buying a custom domain from somewhere like Namecheap and then linking it to this funnel. And if you're going to be promoting GrooveFunnels or GroovePages, I recommend you have the word GrooveFunnels or GroovePages in the domain. Okay, but we'll go over that later on. But you want to change that to whatever you call your domain is. Let's configure this. Oh, this is actually an image. So what I'll do is I'll go back, not this one, we'll get rid of this, and go for the one that has text. One moment. Footers. This one. Okay, so we'll place it here in the bottom. And yeah, we can see that's the one we want. And it's saying home there now, guys, because this is linked up to our pages, and at the moment the only page we have is home page, which is the one we're working on. We're going to add privacy, terms of service, and a thank you page, but we'll hide the thank you page from navigation later on. Okay, so put your page name here. We'll just say I love GroovePages. If your page was called ilovegroovepages.com, you can put that there. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do now is, before we're able to put terms of service and privacy policies here, we actually need to create them as pages, and then we'll remove this home link and we'll add those other links there. Okay, I just want to check one moment what this looks like in mobile, and yes, our form looks pretty damn awesome. So let's go ahead to pages, and we want to add 2 more pages. So let's click add, and you can click templates for these additional pages, or you can create from scratch. So, you know, as these privacy policy pages and terms of service pages are pretty much just text, we just want to start from scratch. Okay, so we're back to the beginning, and it says page 2 here. If we want to go back to home, we go back to home there, but we will change the name of this as well. So easy way to create privacy policy and terms of service pages, guys, is simply to Google privacy policy generator, and you'll get a bunch of different options. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Yeah, so privacy page generator gets you a bunch of different stuff. So you can pick any one of these. I think I use this one, terms and conditions template. We'll click on that one. Here we go. So where would you like to use this privacy policy? Well, it's going to be on a business website, so just click continue. and you want to enter in the details here of your landing page, your domain. So company name, website, your website name, the domain you bought, enter in your details, and when you click continue, I'm not going to do it now because I don't have a domain free. It'll generate you a privacy policy page and a terms of service page, which you can then just copy and paste into here by adding a block. So you'd go to wireframes, or you'd even just go to elements and just add a text block and just paste it in and then save it. Okay, so I'm going to pretend I've done that so I don't have to sign up again. And if we go to pages, you then want to rename this privacy policy. And you want to change that there like that. Okay, for as you can see, we've got privacy policy, and then we want to add another one that is, and do the same thing again, terms of service. We'll just say terms. Okay, so these are now links. So if we go back to our home page, you can see they're all there. You can remove this home link if you want to, it's not needed, but for the purposes of this demo, we'll just leave it there. Okay, cool. So we've pretty much got everything we need to go now. So what I want to do is I want to connect GetResponse to this, and then we will create our thank you delivery page, and then at the end I'll show you how to connect a custom domain to GroovePages, and then how to add an SSL certificate for free. Okay, so if you click on the container for GetResponse, or on the button for GetResponse, you can see here the breadcrumbs menu. Now remember I said before, sometimes it's easier to navigate through this kind of hierarchy menu, right? And you can see here we've got GetResponse component. So if you click on GetResponse component, it'll bring you up the menu to style the GetResponse component. Now the important thing here is the configuration. So click on configure, and as we can see here, you've got the integration GetResponse. What you want to do is you will then want to pick your list. So I've got a bunch of different lists there, and you put a thank you redirect link. Now I've already integrated this, which is why you got a glimpse of all my lists there. But to be able to do this from this menu, you have to connect GrooveFunnels to GetResponse. So let me finish configuring this here, and then I'll show you how to do that. So you pick a list, the list you want all these leads to go into, call it, I don't know, GrooveFunnels signups or what have you, and then thank you redirect link. So when someone clicks this button, you'll get the lead, and then they'll be taken to the thank you page. So if you click on page here, and then the linked page will be, well, it's none of these because we haven't created it yet. So what we'll do is we'll go back to pages, we'll click add. Let's go with a template for this one, yeah. Let's just select this one for tutorial purposes. It looks pretty good already, right? So we'll just edit it a little bit. If we go to pages again, we'll say edit settings, thank you, thanks, click the link. Now we don't want people to be able to go to this page, right, unless they've given us their details. So we need to hide it from the navigation. So the way we do that is simply we drag and drop it into hidden pages, and there it won't appear on this menu here. And as you can see, it's not there. So that's kind of how we create the funnel structure. Somebody comes in, gives you their email address, and then they're taken to this thank you page on completion. Okay, cool. So let's go back and make sure our form is all working. So if we click here, here, click on GetResponse component, go to configure, GetResponse list, and then page, and you want your linked page to be thank you, and then click update. Or click list, let's click any list, let's say Groove signups, and then you click update, and that's connected. Right, before that, if you've not integrated your GetResponse already, let's go and do that. Otherwise, this isn't going to be like how I've shown you. Click here, and we will go to My Integrations. And as you can see, my GetResponse is already here. But how you do this is, and it's pretty much the same with any different autoresponder. You click on add here, and you want to add a new integration. Integration type. So pick your autoresponder, ActiveCampaign, etc. GetResponse. If you're using Zapier, that's fine. Click on GetResponse. You can put an integration description there. That's just for your knowledge or purposes. And it's asking you here for an API key, right? So all these major autoresponders will have an API key. So if we go into GetResponse now, I will show you where to get the API key from. It will be different from tool to tool, but this is where it is for GetResponse. So I'm in GetResponse now, and if you go to menu up here, and then you go to integration and APIs, and basically you want to go to API here, and you want to generate API key, name it, generate, and then you'll be given a code like this. Simply copy it, get out of it, and paste your API key there, okay? Make sure you've created a list in GetResponse that's called, GrooveFunnels, GroovePages, whatever, and that way when you go back to do the step we just did, you can connect your list step and then everything will be fine. Click update and it'll be here, and you'll be able to use GetResponse from the integrations page. Awesome, so we've now got a fully functional working GrooveFunnels landing page that collects emails and connects to a delivery page. So let's get that section complete also. So if we go down to pages and then to thank you, and I've just used a template for this just because I don't want this demo to kind of go on for too long, but it's up to you what you have on your delivery page or your thank you page. So if you are going to be promoting GrooveFunnels, I recommend that you put a welcome video in here, introduce yourself, describe who you are, and basically warm the lead up to you. And if you're going to be serious about promoting GroovePages and GrooveFunnels, you're going to need to be providing these signups, these free signups with value, training, thoughts and ideas, etc. moving forward. And you'll do that through email, through an email sequence. But I'll talk about doing an email sequence in another video. But that's basically what you want to be doing. Okay, so I would replace this video with a video of your own and introduce yourself so they can get to know you. And you can connect this button up here. So what you want to do is, because they've signaled their intent to be able to sign up for a free account, but the link is taken into this page, you need to replace these buttons on this page here with your affiliate link, so they'll take them to get signed up. So simply you click on the button, and you can change this button completely if you want to. And in configure here on the right hand side, you want to link it to a URL, and this URL, you want it to be your affiliate link for GrooveFunnels. So if you don't know where to get that from, if you click on, timed out. So if you go to, it's really, really easy to get, guys. If you go back here, click on Groove Affiliate Program in the main menu, and then look at this, guys. Learn how to earn 40% recurring and residual income. This is for the platinum upgrade members. You still can promote this as a free member, by the way, guys. You just get 20%. Still very, very good. Go down to links and pick one of your affiliate links, okay? Most people use this one because it's the main one. Copy and then paste it into here. And you want, on your delivery page, you want to be giving them reasons to sign up for a free account. I mean, it's free, so people are going to want to sign up for it anyway, but you want to be putting information in here, copy and paste information from GrooveFunnels or GroovePages themselves, basically selling the program, introduce yourself, and then add some bonuses. And you can change all this to your heart's content, put your images in here, etc., put testimonials in, and you can save this and away you go. Okay, so it's a really, really simple funnel, guys, having a landing page into a thank you page, but it really, really effective. And especially if you're running ads, you want people going to a lander, you don't want people going straight to an affiliate link, because Facebook does not like that. Okay, you don't want to be posting raw affiliate links into Facebook. You do it too many times, they will notice and they will ban or they will disable your ad. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'll probably do another video in future about doing a thank you page from scratch, and we'll do a few more tutorials on some other things as well. We may even build a lander from scratch too. So the last thing I want to show you is how to connect your custom domain up to GrooveFunnels. So one of the great things about the free lifetime membership to GrooveFunnels, GroovePages and GrooveSell is that even with the free account, it still allows you to add your own custom domains to the pages. Now, if you go up to the top right here and click on the arrow next to publish, you can see you're given two different options. You can host your site with GroovePages, and you'll have a subdomain name .groovepages.com, but I highly recommend you purchasing your own domain name and hosting it on there. There's many different reasons for this, but the main one being is that the fact that it's your asset, and for SEO, search engine optimization purposes, to be able to get stuff to rank, you're going to need to have it on your own domain. Okay, so really you want to be finding yourself a domain name first and then pointing it to the page. So it doesn't really matter where you buy your domain from, but I always recommend Namecheap, www.namecheap.com. It's usually the most cost-effective way to buy and one of the most reliable ways as well. But if you've purchased your name on GoDaddy or a similar service, the process to do this is relatively similar. So once you purchase your domain name, if you go to account and then go down to domain list, and you'll have a list of your domains inside Namecheap here. So I'm already using my GrooveFunnels Club one, so we'll do this on another website that I'm in the process of setting up. So if you click on manage next to the domain name you want to add, or you want your GroovePages site to point to, and inside here you can see that your name servers are going to be automatically pointing to Namecheap web hosting DNS or maybe Namecheap basic DNS. What we want to be using here, because we want to be able to connect it to our Groove page, we need to be pointing it to a custom DNS and pull in the name servers from somewhere else. So the way I recommend to do this, I recommend using a product called Cloudflare, www.cloudflare.com, and what this does, it adds an SSL certificate to your domain. So this is important because it makes your site secure and also helps it rank better in search engines, because SSL sites will be more favored by Google because they are secure. So if you sign up to a cloudflare.com account, and it's completely free for our purposes, when you're logged in, you just simply come to here and then you click add a site, and it'll ask you for the name of your site. So if you want to go back into here and copy and paste the name of your domain, and then paste it in, and then click add site. And here we get to pick a plan. The free plan is absolutely all we need, guys. No need to spend any more on this. Click a confirm plan on free, and it's going to scan for the existing DNS records in Namecheap. So what we want to do is we want to pull our custom name servers from Cloudflare and then enter them into Namecheap. So this is the first step, and as we can see, this is all the current DNS records for my domain. So we're not going to do anything with this at the moment, although we will need to edit it later. So don't worry about all this confusing information. Just click on continue, because we want to be getting the name servers. Okay, so we can see here we need to remove these name servers. They've already been removed because we've clicked custom DNS, and we need to copy Cloudflare's name servers in. So name server 1 and name server 2, we simply copy, paste that in there, and then copy this name server 2 into the name server 2 box and click save. And then make sure you click the tick there. And then here we have a message, DNS server update may take up to 48 hours to take effect. Okay guys, so it generally doesn't take 48 hours. Most of the time it happens within a few minutes for myself. There has been a couple of occasions where it's taken a couple of hours, but that's rare. I find it's more or less straight away. So if you find yourself having to wait, don't worry about it, and then you concentrate on building your funnels or find something else to do, and then come back and check. But yeah, so you've ticked the green tick here so that you know all this is correct. So there's one more step we need to do, because if we see here publish on your domain, we've got instructions here from GroovePages itself. To publish a custom domain, you must create a CNAME, a name, or alias record with your domain registrar pointed to host10.groovepages.com. So this is the address we need to create a record of in Cloudflare. So copy this. So everything with Namecheap is done now. We've got our Cloudflare name servers in. So we just need to add our GroovePages to Cloudflare. So how we do that is we click done, check name servers, leave this on full or move it to full. You want to check this because you want to be using HTTPS, which is the SSL certificate, and everything else you can kind of just leave as it is if you want to. We're just going to click setup later for now. So what we need to do is we need to go over to DNS here, and we need to add in our record from GroovePages, this host10.groovepages.com, because this is going to tell Cloudflare that this is where our page is hosted on. So we simply click add record, and the record we want to add is a CNAME. And then for the name we want to use @ because what using @ for the name does, it takes it to the root, so that means it will take all different variations, so www dot without the www dot, etc. And for the target, we simply want to paste our GroovePages URL in there, and we want to click on save. And you can see we've come up with an error here now. 81053 is CNAME record already exists with that host. So what we need to do is we need to remove the A record here, and we need to remove the CNAME record here. So this is from Namecheap, and we need to remove the A record here before we can add this CNAME. So if we click on edit here, and we simply just want to delete this, and then click on edit here, and we also want to delete that too. Now we should be able to add this in. So if we click on save, cool, and that's done. And that's simply all you need to do guys. So when you go back to here, click on publish on your domain, copy and paste your domain name into GroovePages here, and then click publish, and that's it. So once you've gone through all that, once you click publish, it may take a few minutes or an hour or two for everything to sync up and for all the name servers to be pointing in the right direction and all the caching to be cleared. But once that's happened, that's all you need to do. So that's how you add a custom domain to your GroovePages or your GrooveFunnels website or funnel. And yeah, if there's any questions on that, let me know. And that's it. Not too difficult, was it? Now, I hope you really enjoyed my GroovePages tutorial, and if you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons below. I know there's a lot of GroovePages newcomers out there who would really appreciate it, being able to see a tutorial video like this, so please consider liking and subscribing. And I'm also going to be delivering to you a ton more GroovePages, GrooveFunnels, and GrooveSell content over the coming weeks and months. This really is a golden opportunity right now to get involved with both GroovePages and GrooveFunnels, considering the free lifetime membership that's available. So if you're watching this and you've not yet got a free lifetime membership to both GrooveFunnels and GroovePages, you can get your membership through the link below. As always, if there's any questions, please comment below and I'll make sure I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But that's it. So my name is Steve Harvey and this has been my GroovePages tutorial, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.